I went back into the bathroom to find my girlfriend now on her knees, scrubbing the tub with scouring agents that had not been utilized once in the house's history. I told her that it was too late to even think about cleaning this place. She replied that she was going to sleep in the bathtub, its surface offering the quickest possibility of cleanliness. The sheets, she said, require more than I can handle right now. I asked her what about me. I could not fit in the tub with her. She suggested that it being summer, I could sleep on the front porch. Now that the tub had been scraped clean and disinfected, she settled into it and twisted her body into the shape of sleep. I leaned over and kissed her. We'll figure this out, I told her, and I hoped that she noticed I had said we. I wanted her to know that despite her questionable genes, whatever hidden DNA contributed to the inhabitants of this house, I was a part of this now. I wanted her to know that if we ever combined our genes, the good would outweigh the bad. But she was already snoring, so who knows if my intentions were understood. Back in the living room, the oldest kid was asleep, his gums bleeding from the corn dog sticks, his hand in some state of rigor mortis, his thumb depressing the controller so that all night long he would be scrolling through his weapons. I walked out of the house, across the lawn, and slept in my car, the windows rolled up, already reeking of my new circumstances. I woke the next morning to find the two girls sitting in the passenger side front seat. One of them had twisted off the stereo knobs, and the other one was trying and failing to get the car's electric cigarette lighter to ignite. The younger one, her teeth a crooked mess that at her age seemed sweet enough, said, "Are you going to marry Sassy?" I asked her if my girlfriend was sassy. They said yes, and I said yes without hesitation. They asked what they could call me. "Just call me Cam for now," I told them. "Well, we're hungry, Cam," the older one said. I looked around the car, but I kept it clean so there wasn't any food. I said we should go inside and find something, but they said they were out of food and that Sassy wanted me to drive them to the Creekside Market and get some food. They were in their underwear, or maybe it was their pajamas. "Fine," I said, and I sped off without telling them to put on seat belts. They shared the front seat and leaned out of the window. If a car crash could have maimed them, I would have been shocked. At the market, I handcuffed my hands around their wrists and led them up and down the tight aisles of the market. The air in that building was humid and smelled of crickets and worms from the bait boxes near the register. We got some cans of Vienna sausages and some more Pop-Tarts and gallon jugs of fruit punch. I did not trust the eggs or milk in this place where the refrigerated section was humming smoke and rot. The girls asked for some boxes of macaroni and cheese, and so we got 4 of them. They also asked for some kind of powder candy that turned their mouths shocking shades of blue. Fine, I bought whatever they asked for. The total was more than I had expected, but that's what life is like with 4 kids, I supposed. It seemed like anything more than 2 kids was resigning yourself to a life of food in bulk and lack of funds. I figured, now that I was so sure I was going to marry my girlfriend, when the previous night I imagined the ease of leaving her, that if we did come into custody of the kids, we could choose 2 of them to keep and send the other 2 into foster care. I knew this was wrong, but I also knew the rest of my time with these kids was going to be a silent audition for my grace. We bagged up the goods and sped home, their mouths toxic with the candy they had not saved for their brothers. Back at the house, I found the oldest boy removed from the couch for the first time in our short history together. He was standing in the utility room and holding a garbage bag, while my girlfriend, her nostrils plugged with tissue paper, shoved her gloved hand into the dryer. What's going on?" I asked. The boy just shrugged, and when he saw the girls skipping into the kitchen with the food, dropped the garbage bag and shuffled towards them. My girlfriend gagged and turned quickly away from the dryer. "Where the fuck did he go?" she said. I motioned toward the kitchen without moving my gaze from the dryer. "What's going on?" I asked again. "All of their clothes smell like this house," she said. "So I told them we needed to wash their clothes, and they said the washing machine was broken, and it is, I think, or maybe a fuse is blown. But when I looked in the dryer, which does work, by the way, there was this thing in it." I picked up the garbage bag and held it out for her. She gathered her courage, took a breath, and then retrieved a dead squirrel from the mouth of the dryer with her thumb and index finger. Half of the squirrel was fur, and half of the squirrel was bone. It was flattened. She weakly tossed it toward me, toward the garbage bag. I realized too late, and it fell to the floor right at my feet. We both danced out of the room into the hallway and stared at the corpse. "Do you think it died in there?" she asked. Or what? I asked. Or do you think someone put it there? She said. One of the kittens started to paw at the squirrel. Its claws got caught in the fur and it shook its paw to disengage itself. My girlfriend picked up the squirrel and dropped it like a grenade into the bag. I twirled it shut and took it into the backyard. The less said about the backyard, the better. Fire pit, rusted tractor, foam block archery targets. Okay, my girlfriend said to the kids who were eating, of course, every last one of the Pop-Tarts. I want each one of you to pick 3 outfits: shirts, pants, socks, underwear, plus 1 pair of pajamas and your bed sheets. We're going to the laundromat. The little boy cheered, the frosting and fruit filling between his teeth like something caught in a bear trap.